What if the strongest thing you could ever do wasn't winning that argument? It wasn't having that last word. And guess what? It wasn't proving that you were right. What if real strength looked like something the world now calls weakness? In just a moment, I'll show you one act from Jesus, something so simple it shocked all his disciples, and why it still has the power to flip our idea of strength completely on its head, completely upside down. But first, let me ask you this, and be honest. How many times this week have you felt the pull to be right, to defend yourself, to keep control or even take control? I don't know, in a supermarket maybe, watching two people argue at the checkout. Maybe it was in a meeting at work where no one would back down. Or maybe it was a bit closer to home, a family argument about faith left everyone bruised instead of blessed. I mean, that's the world we live in. A world where pride shouts the loudest, where strength is measured by who wins, where being right feels far more important than being loving. But, Jesus showed us something completely different. He showed us the strength of humility and how it can change everything. Let's start with one of the clearest moments, the night before his crucifixion. Jesus takes the towel, he kneels down and washes the feet of his disciples. It wasn't just about clean feet. It was about flipping power upside down. The Son of God doing the work of a servant. Now, think about that in today's world. Let's put it into context. Can you really imagine a CEO, a politician, or even like a football captain kneeling down, washing the boots of a team? Sounds absurd, but that's the point. Jesus was showing us a different way, a way, where love matters far more than status. Another moment of humility when the crowds wanted to crown him king. He just simply walked away. He resisted the chance to grab that earthly power. He chose the harder path because his mission wasn't about control. It was about sacrifice. And then the greatest act of humility, the cross. It wasn't forced on him. He accepted it out of love, out of obedience, and out of humility. Now, why does that matter to us? Because we face the same pull every day. The pressures, to always be right, to chase the next title, to look like we've got it all together. But humility has the power to transform relationships. Just for a moment, just imagine saying, I was wrong. Imagine choosing to listen before speaking. Imagine forgiving instead of proving your point. That is humility. And it opens doors pride will always keep closed. I'll be honest, humility doesn't always come naturally to me. I like control. I like the things my way. I like to be right. But the times I've chosen humility, even when it's uncomfortable, are the times relationships have healed. The time God has moved in the most powerful way for me. And here's the challenge. What would happen if each of us practiced humility this week? I'm not asking for loads, just that one act. It could be apologising to someone you've avoided, or it could be putting down your phone and giving someone all the attention they desire. It could be, stepping back and letting someone else shine at work or on the football pitch or, wherever, within the community. Humility isn't weakness. It's strength under control, and it's the way of Christ. So here's my invitation. Think of one area in your life this week where you can practice humility and trust that God will use it to bring peace, healing, and hope. Because Christ's humility didn't just change his disciples' lives, it changed the world. And when we live humbly, we could be part of that same ripple effect today. Keep learning, keep praying, there is room on the pew, and you are loved.